have you in our campus, NDIM.
Right.
So, how are you liking our campus as of now?
Excellent. I have been here before also. I did participate in some of the forums in NDIM, and I know NDIM for a fairly long time, and now we are, more closely associated with it, with this program, and partnering with this the institution in many ways, and also joining this institute when they go to represent before the AICD for for the ranking of the institutions. So last 2 years I was a partner to it. So we went and explained how NDIM is associated with the industry as such, which is needed in education institutions when you are, associated with the corporate world, which the students will have to really be, engaged in. Then it becomes easier for the students to understand the problems, and they pick up fast. And when they go after graduation, then they can deliver straight away without waiting to learn more. So this is the way that we have been associated with NDIM, and I also know, fortunately, the chairman happens to be a good friend for Trailblazers 30-40 years now.
That's nice to hear.
Since I was also a part of the government for long. So we know each other very well, and I'm extremely happy to see that the way he's mobilizing things for the institutions, galvanizing it, putting its stature very high, and also delivering for the students to learn better and interact with the international corporate world. So that's very, very good to see that India has come out very well. So I'm quite impressed and quite delighted to see that.
Nice to hear that, sir. So I would like to ask you that, as you said that SREI mainly invests, so could you tell me that which all sectors do you people help to grow in the projects?
We are, RBI has got certain guidelines.
Yes.
Now we are supposed to be only infrastructure.
Okay.
Now infrastructure is the sector where when your roads and highways is an infrastructure. Power plants, both conventional power like coal-based, non-conventional like wind, solar, etc. They all comes in infrastructure. Both generation of electricity as well as distribution and transmission. These are all power. Then infrastructure has included many other areas, food, etc. Then also industrial parks. So we are developing a lot of industrial parks, financing them. In the construction industry, the equipment, what happens is the contractors can't buy the equipment. If they do, it's very expensive equipment, it's crores. And after the project is over, if they don't have a job, then it becomes a liability, it's a capital.
Yes.
So what we do is we give the equipment to them on a leasing.
Okay.
So they give the rental. It's like a house rental.
Okay.
You give the machine on a rental. If they need for 3 years, they use it, they give it back to us. We overhaul it, oiling and overhauling, and then give it to somebody else. So this is leasing business. And this way we finance both projects and equipments. If a college is established and the computer facilities has to be given for the students, college can't afford it, we can provide that. A hospital is established, then machineries are expensive, medical expensive. So if the machinery needs to be bought, we can give the machinery. We can't give the building construction, we can't finance. So infrastructure has got a definition by RBI, and we confine to that. There's about 38 areas of infrastructure, so we can finance those. And in the process, what we do is, some of the good projects where we find that we can also invest, we invest. Like road, we have got a road company in the name of BRNL, Bharat Road Networks Limited. So we develop the highways on the BOT basis. Like that, power, we've got a power company, we've got a food company, we've got an industrial company. So all these are.
So recently, as we know that there is a talk going on between Modi government and Japan for the bullet train. So is SREI part of it, or?
We are not in the bullet train now. It's government to government basically.
Okay.
So there is not much of a scope for the third party to go in except supplying some of the gadgets. And we are not suppliers, we don't get into that. So if those suppliers want to establish something for manufacturing, etc., and then come to us as a project financing, we can finance them. But we ourselves are not into this.
Okay. And sir, I would like to ask also that there are other companies as well who invest in projects and incube other projects. So why, being a fresher, why would I come to you and not to others?
Well, you will have to, make up your mind when you see companies' comparative pictures. An established company has got a lot of advantage that they have established the pathway for growth, for development. So you'll learn a lot of things. A new one will have to learn by themselves to establish. So you will have to really struggle harder there. Maybe at the end of this, you might be better off there. But initially, certainly, you'll have to start. So it's a choice of the students themselves how they will feel to start with the beginner or with an established company. So this is their choice.
Okay.
We don't say that you come and join us only.